मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम जो है वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व 10 क्वेश्चंस बेस्ड ऑन NCERT exemplar. Exemplars questions are there. So first question, it's a single option correct. The number 2.745 and 2.735 on rounding off to 3 significance figure will give. Now there is an option among the four, either 2.75 and 2.74, either 2.74 and 2.73, or 2.75 and 2.73. On the last one is 2.74 and 2.74. Now we are going to solve it. See here, what is the statement? The statement is that the number on rounding off to 3 significant figures. So we will round off to 3 significant figures. If we round off to 3, now first number is 2.745. Now 1, 2, 3. Now this is even. So if you round off it, it will remain 2.74. Remember, second is 2.735. If you see 1, 2, 3, rounding 3, it's an odd. So do you know it becomes 2.74. So answer, I think all of you got that it will be increased by 1. This is odd and it will remain same. Are you getting it or not? So the final answer comes D. That is 2.74 and 2.74. So the number rounding off to 3 significant figures will be this. This is the first question, single option correct question. Now the second one. Second one is related with the errors. See the question. You measure two quantities as A 1 meter plus minus 0.2 meter and then B is 2 meter plus minus 0.2 meter. We should report correct value for root AB. So root AB के लिए you have to find out the correct value. Now first thing is that what is A? A is 1 meter plus minus 0.2 meter. And then what is B? It is 2 meter plus minus what? It is 0.2 meter. Okay. So 1 meter plus minus this is 0.2 meter. And the second one is the what? It is 1.0. I'm going to write it here. It is, remember, it is 1.0. Okay. So we are going to solve it now. Now the first thing which comes in our mind is that we have to calculate root AB. So if I ask you what is root AB, now what is AB? If I multiply AB 1 and into 2, so 1 meter into what? 2 meter, it makes what? 2 meters square. Are you getting it? So it is 2.0 meters square. So that means if I put it here, it will be 2 and meter square will have meter outside. So can I write it as 1.414 meter? Yes. Okay. Now because this has 2 significant figures, 2 significant, so rounding off, I will round it off. So rounding off to 2 significant, got it or not? 2 significant figures. All of you know root AB will be what? Only 1.4. This will be root AB. Now the error value. Now if I ask you what is delta root AB, okay, I am going to calculate it. So delta root AB, if I calculate it, will be divided by root AB, and do you know half? What is A power? Half. So delta A by A, all of you know how to find out it. Delta B by V. Solve it. So if you solve it, half, what is delta A? It is 0.2 by what? 1. And what is this? 0.2 by what? 2. So solve it out. If you solve it out, it becomes 0.3 by 2. Got it? Now that means delta root AB will be 0.3 by 2 of root AB. And if you solve it, 0.3 by 2 of what is root AB is 1.4. and then you calculate it. If I put the value complete one, 1.414, then certainly it comes 0.212, and again I will round it off on one significant figure because it has only one. You see it, one, the error. So rounding off to one significant. Got it or not? So what will be the answer? Tell me. The answer will be only 0.2 meter. So that means delta root AB is 0.2 meter. Are you getting it or not? So root AB which you calculated is 1.4 and this is this. So final answer will be 1.4 meter plus minus 0.2 meter. Very important question D. Again repeating this, A and B you calculate, then root AB you calculate it. It is 2 meters squared, then it is written in this, then it will be rounding off to 2 because the true value is rounding off to two significant figures, it will come this. Then root AB you have to calculate the error, then you know that how you calculate the relative error, and then multiply by the value and again rounding it into one significant, and that is 0.2. So this will be the answer. This is question number 2. Important question related with error. Okay. Now question number 3. If you see question number 3, it's more than one option correct. Okay. So what is the question? On the basis of dimension, decide which of the following relation for the displacement of particle undergoing SHM is not correct. Now SHM, I think all of you know, simple harmonic motion is actually a oscillatory motion. When a body oscillates like a pendulum. So we have to just find out that these equations are dimensionally correct or not. So we'll check it out that whether they are correct. So one by one we can check. The first thing is that the question asks that for the displacement which is not correct. If I take y a sine 2 pi t by t, now this is angle. Now trigonometrical angles are dimensionless. So we will check it 2 pi by t. So it will have t by t because time is time. So it is dimensionless. Dimensionless. Okay. Y is length. So it has L. A is amplitude. A is amplitude. Amplitude is again the length. Maximum displacement. So first one is correct. Okay. Then comes to the second one. A, it is correct. Got it? Then comes to A sine Vt. Now we'll check its angle Vt. It is velocity into time. Now velocity is what? Lt minus 1 into t. So it will cut. It becomes S. It has dimension. So it is incorrect. It has dimension. Angle has dimension. So it is incorrect. Then we can check this, the third one. A by t sine t by a. Again we'll check the angle first. T by a. What is time t? What is amplitude L? Again it becomes TL minus 1. Again it has dimension. So it is incorrect. Are you getting? We are just checking it. And then last one, y is a root 2 and sine 2 pi t by t minus cos 2 pi t by t. I think all of you know angles are what here? Angles are what? Correct. Are you getting it or not? So if we check y equal to a root 2, so y is L, a is also L. So it is what? Correct. So which two are incorrect? This one, this the B and C. So answer for this is B and C. Which are, so B and C are what? Incorrect. Got it or not? Angles have no dimension. So we check angle first. So it is dimensionless. So it is correct. Y is L, A is L for this. Then we come to the second. We see it is velocity and time. It has a dimension. So angle should not have a dimension. So it is incorrect. Again, its angle has a dimension. Its angles already we have seen from here. They are dimensionless. But Y is a root 2. Again the LL. It is correct. So these two are incorrect. This is question number 3. It is in NCERT also. You can go through it. Now come to the question number 4. Question number 4 is what? A PQR are physical quantities having different dimension. Which of the following combination can never be a meaningful quantity? Now meaningful, that means. Now P and Q are physical quantity have different dimension. Now see different dimension. So kya first one P minus Q by R, is it possible? So can never be. It is not meaningful. Can anyone tell me why? Because P minus Q, unlike dimension, they can't subtract. So it is not meaningful. Got it? PQ minus, then B, PQ minus R. It may be, because it is multiplying with Q, so we can't say anything. May be meaningful. Okay? Are you getting it or not? Only we know by homogeneity that they can't add and subtract. Then C, PQ by R. Again it may be, because it is not adding, subtracting, it is multiplying. May be meaningful. Then we are coming to the D part. And PR minus Q whole square by what? It is the value R. Are you getting it? It may be, because again P into R, it may be meaningful. So the last one again E, R plus Q. Now again they are adding up. So again it is subtracting, it is adding, not meaningful. So we got the answer that there are two options here. What are those? One is A and one is E. The answer is A and E. So more than one option. So A and E are the right one. They are not meaningful because they are adding and subtracting, which is not followed in homogeneity that we know. So this was question number 4. Now coming to question number, after this question number 5. Now question number 5 is express unified atomic mass unit in kg. It's a theoretical type of question. Question number 5. So can we find out? Yes. The answer is very simple. I think I have explained it in my PPT also. What was the least? So unified atomic mass unit. I think all of you know AMU. So AMU. Okay. So 1 AMU is always 1 by 12 of the mass of an atom of C12. It is compared with the C12, carbon 12. So 1 by 12, if I know that 12 carbon has 12 grams, so 12 gram, and then divided by what? Avogadro's number. So do you know I get 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 24 kg. So this is 1 AMU. Already it has been explained for this case that this will be the AMU, that is 1 AMU. Got it or not? So unified, already we have done this. This is how we explain one unified. These are the questions from Exemplar. Now question number 6. Question number 6 says the radius of atom is of 1 angstrom for the atom, and radius of the nucleus is in the order of Fermi. That we know, that we have discussed. Then they are asking how many magnitude has the volume of atom as compared to the volume of the nucleus. So we are going to compare the volume of atom as compared to the volume of the nucleus. So can we compare it? Yes, we can compare the volume. What is the radius of the atom is 1 angstrom, is 10 to the power minus 10 meter, I think. And what is the radius of nucleus? Say it is 1 Fermi. Fermi, I think all of you know, 10 to the power minus 15. So we are going to volume of atom upon volume of nucleus. Can you tell me what is the volume? 4 by 3 pi r cube. They are the spherical one. So Ra cube upon 4 by 3 pi Rn cube. So calculating it, if you get it, the relation is Ra by Rn, the whole cube will be 10 to the power minus 10 upon 10 to the power what? Minus 15 cubes. Solve it out. It comes 10 to the power 15. So volume of atom to the volume of nucleus. That means volume of atom is 10 to the power 15 times of volume of what? Nucleus. So this is the relation. Very easy. Given the radius, we compare their volumes. So this is question number 6. Now question number 6. Then we have question number 7. What is the question number 7? Question number 7 is again related to the dimension. the displacement of a progressive wave. Progressive wave is a harmonic wave, like wave travels in a string. It's a transverse type of wave. So the displacement of a progressive wave is given by y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx, where x is distance and t is time. So they are asking write the dimensional formula of omega and k. Now y equal to a sine omega t minus kx. Now all of you know this is an angle, it should be dimensionless. So we'll check it first. Omega t. Omega, I think all of you know 2 pi by t. Omega, it is the frequency, and this is t. So t cancels out 2 pi. So it becomes dimensionless. Okay. So can we get omega? Yes, omega. We know that, write the dimensional formula of omega. Omega can be written as what? Something dimensionless. Say it is 1. So omega will be 1 by t. So 1 by t is what? T minus 1. This is for omega. Now kx should also be dimensionless. Okay. So kx is something constant. K 1 by x, and that it is if 1 by what is x is distance. It will be L what? It will be K will be L minus 1 from this relation. So if you find out that y, what you are going to get from here is a sine omega t minus kx. So we got that k is what? L minus, and x is L, so it becomes dimensionless. Omega is t minus, t is t, so it becomes dimensionless. So the dimension for k is this, and omega is this. This is the question number 7. Okay, got it? Are you getting it? It will be dimensionless, so it will have same dimension, it will have same dimension, so they will what? They will cut. So k is getting L minus 1. Omega is also going to get t minus 1. So t minus 1 will cut, and L minus will cut. So this will be the case for question number 7. Now question number 8. Now question number 8 is very important. The Earth-Moon distance. You know that the Earth-Moon distance is given here, and it is given that the Earth-Moon distance is about 60 of Earth radius, 60 times of r. And what will be the diameter of the Earth as seen from the Moon? And second is Moon is seen to be half degree diameter from the Earth. What must be the relative size compared to the Earth? So we have to calculate both the cases. The first thing is that, say this is Earth and this is Moon. Okay, and then we just connect it, and this will be the diameter. And okay, are you getting it? This will be 2 re, and this distance is given 60 re, 60 times of the radius of Earth. Are you getting it? And this is subtending some angle, that is theta e. This is the point object. And I think all of you know this theta will be what? L by r. If you say this is L, this is, so all of you know theta e will be what? L by r. What is L? It is 2 re. What is r? It is 60 re. So it becomes 1 by 30 radian. Very simple calculation. So radian, I think all of you know, 1 by 30, you multiply it by 180 by pi. So calculating it, it becomes 60 degree into 7 by 22. Reciprocate it, and it comes 1.9 degree. That is nearly equal to 2. So we can say is that nearly 1 point. So we can make it at 2 degree rounding off. So this is the first case. Got it or not? The distance is 60 re. This is, we know the formula for the parallax, L by r. L will be 2 re, the distance. And in the second case, this is the just reverse of the second. Second is the same is the Earth, but this time this is Moon, and this is what? Making some angle with the what? This is theta Moon, and this will be the distance, and this is same 60 re. So can we find out for this, for the radius of the Moon? Yes, we can calculate it. So can you tell me theta will again L by what? R. But tell me what is this time? This, it is twice of radius of Moon. So theta L will be 2 Rm, same thing, but this is 60 Re. So we calculate it, it comes what? The same thing, that Rm upon what? 30 Re. Now theta M will be what? Half degree it is given. So half degree you calculate half into pi by what? 180. So you get the value. You put it equal to this. Rm by 30 Re will be what? Half pi into 1 by 80. So calculate it. Do you know you get Rm by Re equal to pi by 12. So this is the case which comes 1 by 4. So calculating it roughly you will get this. So theta Rm by Re you are getting near about the value is 1 by 4. So these are the two answers. Again repeating, the first one is very easy, you got it. And in the second one you applied the same thing, you know that, and it is given half degree, so you equate them, you will get this relation and this relation. This is question number 8. Okay, so this is related with parallax, you can go through it. All the questions are very important. Now coming to question number 9. Question number 9, all of you know this is related with errors. A physical quantity X is related to 4 measurable quantity A, B, C, D. X is given like this, percentage error are given, and then what is the percentage error in X, you can easily find out. If the value of X is calculated on the basis of the above relation is this, then how you round off the result. Okay, for this one, if you consider, so we are going to calculate for this, that how we round off. So first thing is we are going to calculate the error. Error is very simple. For delta X by X into 100%, I am going to write it, all of you know, 2 delta A by A into 100, then 3 delta B by B into 100, this you have already done, then 5 by 2 delta C by C into 100, then 2 delta D by D into 100, the last one. Are you getting it? You have written in this form, A2B cube C 5 by 2 and this, and then I think directly the percentage is given here, if you see, and that is what? 1%, and the next one is 2%, and the next one is 3%, and the last one is 4%. If you calculate it, so entirely the thing, it is 2%, 6%, and then it is, I think, 10 by, it is not 10 by, it is 15 by 2. So I can write 7.5%, okay, then 8%. So 0.5%, so plus minus, I'm going to write is 23.5%. Are you getting it or not? So for this relation, this is the error. Now I am rounding it off. If I ask you what will be 23.5, so mean absolute error, if I take it out, its percentage will be plus minus 0.235, and if I round off it, 3 will become 4, so it will be plus minus 0.24. It will be in the significant figures. Are you getting it? Now this is the case, and it has 2 significant figures. Now on the basis of this, if X is say considered as 2.763, I'm going to round off it into two significant figures. Now I know that this is 6 and this is 1, 2, 2, and this is 6. It is odd. So what I will do, I will make it what? 2.8. Now this will be the case. Are you getting it or not? So it is the conversion to the significant figures. It has 2. For the same thing I am going to apply it here for 2.763. Because 7 is odd. For 2 it will become 2.8. So this is question number 9. Now question number 10. In the expression, this is P equal to what? E L square, okay, M minus 5, G minus 2. And these are the meaning: energy, mass, okay, angular momentum, and then gravitational, L is for angular and gravitational constant. We have to check that P is dimensionless. So we'll put their dimensions. All of you know that we are going to put their dimension. Now if I ask you what is the dimension of energy, I think all of you know is ml square t minus 2. This is for energy. Then angular momentum is what? It will be ml square t minus 1 for angular momentum for energy. And then mass is, all of you know, mass is what? Capital M. And then at the last, gravitational constant is m minus 1 L cube t minus 2. So put it here, we'll check it. It is m L square t minus 2. Angular momentum is ml square t minus 1. Mass is and what is the last one is m minus 1 L cube t minus 2. Now their power, the first one has 1, it is a square, it is minus 5 minus 2. So now add up them. If you add up them, do you know m will be here m to the power 2, m to the power minus 5 and m to the power again 2. Here L 2, L 4 and from here L minus 6. And then T minus 2 from here, minus 2 from here, and then last 4. Are you getting it? Do you know M is becoming 0, L is becoming 0, T is becoming 0. Check them, add them. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 5 minus 5, 0. 2 plus 4, 6, 0. They're all cut and this becomes what? Dimensionless. So this is the question related with the dimensions. So all these 10 questions are taken from the exemplar. You check them out and all are related with the error, dimension and significant figures. Okay, and thank you.